Hey guys, welcome back to another Dig or Die video. My name's Hayden. So today I am going to transform this yard. So they are wanting a driveway, a circle driveway to come up through here. I don't know if you can see this paint marks, and it's going to come up through here and then go back out to the road over there. I have a few pipes on my truck that we'll put that pipe in later. I'm going to take all these pine trees out and possibly these cedar trees and grade this yard. I got to cut down underneath the sand pile and cut down the front yard around here and build up against the house with what we can. This dirt is basically rock, all of it, but I'm gonna have to fill all this up, you know, bring this up around here. Then they have their septic tank here, so I'm gonna be able to work up against it. I'll probably put dirt to this line on the foundation or so, that way we can get enough fall away from the house. Do the same thing around in the back. The back needs to be filled in, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. right, guys, so I've got this front yard basically cleared here. Gotta grab that cedar tree, and I'm having to carry them all the way around the back of the house because the septic tank's on the other side there. So I'm gonna grab this, clean up this brush. We may be able to leave that holly bush. He wants to leave that, and this oak tree, we'll be able to leave that for sure. I'm gonna get all this brush and stuff cleaned up, and then I'll pick y'all back up when I start grading. All right, guys, so I'm gonna start cutting down. Can't see very well in the shade right there, but all this around this pile needs to be cut. Sand pile needs to be cut down 3 feet at least, and I'm gonna bring it around here. Alrighty guys, so I've got this pretty well roughed in and all the way around the back. I'm definitely gonna come back and do cleanup passes and slick it up as best I can. Now we're moving on to the front here. Got about a foot of cut right here, 1.5 feet maybe, just to get a little swell started. I'm gonna bring the swell about right here. It doesn't need to be much, it's not really catching much water. And then over here, somewhere in here is where our driveway will be. It'll come straight through there and wrap straight out that way. So I'm gonna set you guys somewhere where y'all can see, hopefully, and I'll get back to it. guys, I wanted to read a few verses out of Colossians chapter 3, verse 23. It's kind of the verse that I'm gonna put with this channel because it's about working. So I'm gonna read today. I'm gonna read Colossians chapter 3, verse 20 through 22 through 25. I'm sorry, it seems like I can't talk. Bondservants, obey in everything those who are your earthly masters, not by the way of eye service, as people pleasers, but with sincerity of heart, fearing the Lord. Whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men, knowing that from the Lord you will receive the inheritance as your reward. You are serving the Lord Christ. For the wrongdoer will be paid back for the wrong he has done, and there's no partiality. So, me and my boss actually were talking this morning about, spiritual gifts and stuff like that. And, not everybody has the same spiritual gift. I don't think it's preaching. Or, a lot of people want to preach and stuff like that, but not everybody can be a preacher or a youth pastor or somebody that works at the church. I can't. That's not what I'm called to do. I know that as for right now. But what I can do is run this equipment. So, in turn, the least I can do is, when I'm running this equipment and making videos, not make it all about myself, but also about God and what Jesus has done for me through dying on the cross and saving me from my sins. I can share that with you guys, and it's not all just about the equipment or the work or the videos or whatever, but it's also about eternal salvation. We're all born sinful in nature. There's nothing that we personally can do to be forgiven for the sins that we've committed. So we have to have Jesus to take the burden of sin away from us, off of us, because we can't fix it ourselves. We can't do it ourselves. That's why Jesus died on the cross for me. Whenever I turn my life over to Jesus, all the burden of feeling like everything was on my shoulders was lifted off. I had been forgiven. I am forgiven for everything that I've committed and the sins that I still commit to this day. I'm not perfect. I never will be. Not even good, really, if you want to come down to it. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and let you guys know that, those who are saved and that are thinking, are wondering what their spiritual gift is, because everybody has one. Mine just happens to be running a piece of equipment. How does that work in with faith? I don't know, but it says right here in Colossians 3, verse 23, whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men. When you're at work, the least you can do is work as for the Lord. Whether you have a bad boss, or you have a really hard job, or other coworkers are complaining, keep a positive attitude and think of it as you're working for God, not just for yourself. And it's not just for you to make money. If you're saved and truly saved, then this is a part of your ministry. People will see if you're at work and you have a positive attitude and you don't complain and you try to do your best. People will say, man, that guy's different than that guy or girl is different than everybody else. So yeah, just next time you have a hard day or something's weighing on you, think about this. Do everything. I'm sorry, I already forget it. Whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men, So don't worry about your boss or your co-workers or whoever else. Just remember that verse, and just know you're doing it for, if you claim to be a Christian, live like one, you know? Like, it's hard sometimes. I'll agree, it's hard, but the best witness you can have, you don't have to go out and hit everybody in the head with the Bible. The best witness you can have is go live like a Christian should live, you know? Have a good attitude, love people, go out of your way to be nice. You don't even have to go out of your way to be nice. In your everyday life, you can just love people, have a good attitude. And when somebody asks, you say it's because Jesus saved me from my sins. I don't have to worry about that anymore. That's on him. I hope this is good. I haven't done one of these type talking videos in a while. And I'm kind of nervous, honestly. I haven't done much video in a while, but I just wanted to let you guys know that verse there. Me and my dad used to work together, and when we would be doing something tough or dumb, backwards, I'd be like, this is the stupidest thing in the world, and I'd be so mad. Granted, I was younger, so, you know, and he would always recite that Bible verse. If it wasn't, yeah, he would always recite that Bible verse and say, I'm not doing it for our boss, I'm doing it for the Lord, you know. And he's never just got in the pulpit and started preaching and this and that, but everybody that knows him, that's worked with him or known him from work or seen him out in public, knows what he stands for and what he believes, just for the simple fact of his attitude, you know. How he deals with stuff. Like I say, you don't have to wear a shirt that says Jesus saved me from my sins, you know. That may work for some people. Some people will do that, but you don't have to, you know, have a billboard in your front yard that says Jesus saves. Of course he does, but, you know, just subtle things. You can do stuff and people might even ask, say, oh, why, you know, why do you think like this or think like that? And there's an opportunity to share Jesus. So thank you guys. If you want to know more about Jesus, and why he died on the cross, and you don't know if he died for you, he died for everybody. So if you need anything, guys, if you want to talk or just need anything at all, you can message me. You can leave a comment on here. You can message me. Instagram, Facebook. If you know me, you can call me, text me, whatever, anytime. I'm always here. I'm always here to talk. I'm no preacher, and there's a lot about the Bible that I do not know. But, you know, if you need to talk and you don't have anybody to talk to, hit me up. I would love to talk to somebody. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I hope y'all have a good day. God bless you. Jesus loves you, and I do too. Thank you guys.